Good morning, everyone. This conference meeting of the Mobile County Commission is now called to order, and we might be a couple of minutes early, but it looks like the gang's all here, so we'll get started. Do we have any speakers?
No one has signed up to speak this morning.
Okay, all right then.
Morning,
Glenn?
Commissioners. Okay. Number one, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of June 13, 2022. Number two, approve the list of claims. Number three, hold a public hearing so any citizen of the county shall be given an opportunity to be heard for or against any item related to the statement of revenues, expenditures, and changes in fund balance report. Number four, approve a consent to assignment of contract with MTI Business Solutions to Insights, Inc., relating to a professional services contract for employee training and consulting. Number five, adopt a resolution declaring certain items assigned to the Metro Jail surplus and authorize their removal from the fixed asset list. Six, to adopt a resolution declaring certain items assigned to the Sheriff's Office surplus and authorize their removal from fixed asset list. Seven, approve professional services contract with Sharon Pilgrim to provide training services as a court reporter in the amount of $4,000 per month for a total of $24,000 to be paid from the detention subsidy funds for a period August 1st, 2022 through January 31st, 2023 for the James T. Strickland Youth Center. Number eight, approve appropriation contract with Independent Order of Oddfellows, Grand Bay Lodge number 73, doing business as Grand Bay Watermelon Festival in the amount of $7,500 from District 3 funds to purchase fireworks. Number nine, approve a finding whether the building or structure located at 11854 Old Shipyard Road, Theodore, Alabama, constitutes a public nuisance. Legal owner has not responded to county officials' 60-day letter in which to file a written request for a hearing before the Mobile County Commission. Number 10, approve appropriation contract with Trinity Gardens Falcons Athletics in the amount of $10,000 from District 1 funds for operational expenses. Number 11, approve sponsorship agreement with Senior Citizen Services, Inc., doing business as Via Health, Fitness, and Enrichment Center in total amount of $2,500 to be divided as follows for its 50th anniversary celebration. Number 12, approve appropriation contract with the City of Chickasaw Board of Education in the amount of $3,260 from District 1 funds for school supplies. Excuse me. Number 13, approve appropriation contract with Saraland City Schools Board of Education in the amount of $6,915 from District 1 funds for school supplies. Number 14, approve appropriation contract with Satsuma City School Board of Education in the amount of $3,850 from District 1 funds for school supplies. And 15, approve appropriation contract with the Board of School Commissioners of Mobile County in the amount of $43,930 from District 1 funds for school supplies.
Okay, for items 12 through 15, those are elementary schools, and I'm gonna give you the name of the particular schools and the particular amounts, because each one is going to be an agreement with the system, and I just wanna make sure you have the particular schools with the amounts each gets.
Okay. That's 12 through 15. Excuse me? I sure will.
It's for each system, I'll give you. Okay. And the amounts are based on the enrollment.
So it'll go to the school Board of Education for each of these entities for a particular school. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
The number of amounts are correct, like Commissioner Linder.
Okay, thank you.
It's just elementary.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Number 16, approve appropriation contract with Opportunity for Entertainers in Performing Arts in the amount of $5,000 from District 1 funds for support of the MOB Music Festival. Number 17, approve amending 2019 capital improvement plan to transfer funds in the amount of $38,946.22 from elevators at Government Plaza to Government Plaza renovations.
Question, where are we, Tyler, with the renovation project? Are we about complete with the current North Tower?
Yes, ma'am. We're wrapping up closeout documents on the renovations for the meeting rooms.
Okay, but the elevators,
Oh, the elevators, we're working on elevator number 7 right now, which is the last elevator. And the lessons learned on the other 3 elevators, they should be wrapping that up by this fall.
okay, so all of the, now, are they going to be completely replaced or just largely renovated? How is that going to work?
They've replaced everything but the cab themselves, the box, and those will be renovated, new interior.
Okay,
So essentially, it'll be all new elevators, new motors, new cables, new controls, new electronics.
so they'll close them down one at a time as they're working on them on the South Tower? When can we expect this to commence?
When we'll have to bid the South Tower, what we wanted to do was renovate the North Tower first. They by far had the most usage. We wanted to renovate those, go through it, learn some lessons, and then move to the South Tower. So we'll prepare for a bid and we'll request funds on the next CIP.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Number 18, award bid to AA Construction Company LLC for project roof maintenance or replacement for various county facilities for a total bid in the amount of $211,900. 19, authorize advertising and receiving bids for 8th floor renovation and IT training room revisions. 20, approve Cradle Point annual license renewal in the amount of $177,032 for a 1-year term.
Question, I'm sorry, question. Back on 19, 8th floor renovations, what is being planned on the 8th floor?
We're adding, what we're doing is enclosing the cubicles, making them offices. We're removing the retrievers, and then we're going to put offices and storage room and records room in the place of the retrievers over on our end. And also putting up walls to make more offices in finance. Is there anything else? Break rooms, they'll just be upgraded, the cabinets, and things like that.
Okay, all right, thank you. I think you had finished 20.
20, approve Cradle Point annual license renewal in the amount of $177.32 for a 1-year term expiring September 3rd, 2023 for electronics department. 21, adopt a resolution recommending Mobile County Administrator Glenn L. Hodge for the designation of certified county administrator by the Association of County Commission of Alabama and requesting that his application for such designation be approved.
So how many hours of training did this require?
There's a number of classes that you have to attend, and then some elective classes that you have to attend, and then you have to be in the position of responsibility for at least 3 years minimum.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. 22, vote at the conference. Approve renewal of Comcade Code Enforcement Software Agreement in the amount of $12,255.80 for environmental enforcement for the period of June 23rd, 2022 through June 22nd, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
23, also to be voted at the conference, approve Mobile County Commission's letter of support of MediaCom grants application to Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs, Alabama Broadband Accessibility Fund for one broadband project in the county.
Where is that? Where, I looked over the paperwork. Where was that project?
They did not indicate the
Okay, just-
actual location of the project.
Okay, so moved.
Second. We got a letter yesterday from Comcast.
It's on here.
You're gonna add, it's
It's
on
on
here?
here.
Oh, okay, thanks.
24, approve amendment to the subrecipient agreement with Legal Services Alabama, Inc. for provision of subsistence payments for mortgage, rental, utility obligations to client at the risk of facing homelessness to extend the term of the agreement from June 30th, 2022 to September 30th, 2022. 25, and we have the CDP number for this. It's approved CDP-128-22, appropriation contract with Mobile Area Education Foundation in the amount of $75,000 from District 1 funds for the Improvement Leadership Education and Development Initiative for a Student-Led Leadership Summit. And Eddie has something to add to this.
So after this agenda item was prepared, we realized that maybe we need to address the project number in a different way. This is actually going to be funded out of ARPA funds. And so for Monday's agenda, we will have a new project numbering convention that will reflect that this is ARPA funded so that we can track it accordingly and report it accordingly.
Okay. How much of our ARPA funds so far have been allocated outside our revenue replacement for the county? I was wondering, I know we came up with an initial tier 1 list, but where do we stand with that as far as getting that to this point where we
So
can
I'll give
appropriate?
you an update on both of those. As far as the plan goes, the Volkert Horn team is preparing to give us a draft of the plan for initial review. Probably, they're shooting for, I believe, July 2nd, with the intent of getting on the following commission meeting, which I think the conference is on July 7th, and the meeting is the 12th, I believe. So we're looking to have the plan adopted by the commission on the 12th. That's the 11th? Okay. So we should be talking about the plan approval soon.
So when you say plan approval, what are we to expect that they will provide?
So it will be, a couple of months ago, the commission approved a project list
Right.
for the next steps of the due diligence process. So they will be coming back with the projects that made it through the due diligence process, and with recommendation that those projects are eligible to move forward and be funded by ARPA. And so once we have that plan approved, then we can move towards individual subrecipient agreements with those entities and move forward with actually getting money out the door.
Okay. So it's all contingent on the approval on this July, with the commission
that
approval
is the
on
next
July.
step.
And that gets everything else going.
The
'Cause
next.
I'm ready to get this money, some of it out the
And
door.
yes, so that is the next step of getting money out the door, is plan approval.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
26, approve amendment to the subrecipient agreement with the City of Pritchard regarding the Spot Blight Clearance Project, Community Development Block Grant Project, to extend the time of the performance to September 30th, 2022. Number 27, approve granting Resource Management Services LLC access to temporary right-of-way entry on 103.5 acres owned by Mobile County, known as Tweed Welch Road property for 4 consecutive days at a cost of $500 beginning June 1st, 2022, and terminating on November 30th, 2022, and authorize the commission president to sign all documents related to this right-of-way entry access agreement pending legal review by J. Ross.
The only comment, Commissioner, is it would be 4 non-consecutive days.
So what do they wanna do?
They want to cross our property to harvest some of their timber. Richard, county engineering staff has been very helpful to me with certain legal descriptions. They can't really get to it, and we lease this property to, for some hunting rights to a third party, and the leasing certainly has no objection, so.
Are they gonna be taking logging trucks?
The agreement closes logging trucks and will return the property to the same or better condition when they conclude.
And who's going to look at it after they're finished to make sure?
I think
it's-
the gentleman, Ozzy, whatever, I can't pronounce Ozzy's last name. Yeah, he works under Tyler and been a tremendous asset, so he'll be, my word, policing that is the plan.
He'll do a
Okay.
good job. He's very meticulous.
I just know what logging trucks can do.
Yeah, yes,
So-
ma'am.
I agree with you.
28, consider taking the following actions on bids. 29, approve funding the retiree one-time lump sum payment with a lump sum payment to the Retirement Systems of Alabama in the amount of $506,176. Number 30, this is the add-on, vote at the conference, please. Approve Mobile County Commission's letter of support of Comcast grant application to Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs, Alabama Broadband Accessibility Fund for one broadband project in the county.
So moved.
Second,
And 31 is an add-on, approve recommendation of the Board of Review for the junk ordinance hearing held on June 14, 2022 for the citation as follows. And that's it, and we have a Mobile County Indigent Care Board afterwards on Monday.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Mr. Kegley?
Ready? Okay. Commissioner, we'd ask that you consider taking the following action. Item number 1, award the bid to John G. Walton for our Pritchard Streets resurfacing project, one of our 2020 pay-as-you-go projects. Item 2, adopt a resolution and accept an agreement with Alabama Power to provide power for a new traffic signal and streetlights at the intersection of Theodore Dawes Road at South Boulevard and Skyline Road. Item 3, approve purchasing 7 Trimble units with cases along with a 1-year support agreement from NEI for the Public Works Department. Item 4, approve preliminary and final plat of Wise subdivision and preliminary and final plat of Collier Corner and preliminary and final plat of Resub Lot A revised Brown Manning subdivision and preliminary and final plat of the Resub Lot 2 Dawes Air Terminal subdivision and preliminary and final plat of Zion Estates. All of those are in Commission District 3. Item 5, authorize acquisition of property and acceptance of right-of-way deed for one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects. Item 6, approve right-of-way agreement for Track 9 and Tracks 20 and 21 on one of our 2020 pay-as-you-go projects. Item 7, approve setting the following speed limits as listed below for roads, segments of roads, and subdivision streets. Item 8, we request that we reject all bids for Bush Lane Carroll Plantation Road project, one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects.
I know we had some conversation about that project being a combined project. Are we gonna look at maybe separating those two projects and bidding them
Yes, sir.
separately?
We're gonna sit down and see if we can start, setting some prioritized, we may end up having to separate that. And we'll get with the commission and see if we can move forward with that.
Thank you.
But the way it was bid, we can't separate it now. We're gonna have to reject and then we'll separate it out possibly and bid it
I just
again.
wanted to make sure that we were gonna still try to possibly move forward on both or at least one of these projects, and
That's a decision that we'll sit down and try to make with you in the next few weeks, sir.
thank you.
Item 9, approve right-of-way, agreement for Track 1, on our Maddox Road project, one of our 2020 pay-as-you-go projects. Item 10, approve work authorization number 2 for professional services with Michael Baker. And this is on our preliminary and final phase services for the replacement of the existing concrete bulkhead at the Jeremiah Denton Airport. Item 11, award bid to John G. Walton for our Creola Access Loop Road North project. It's a resurfacing project using Rebuild Alabama funds. Item 12, approve agreement for relocation of utility facilities in conflict with proposed roadway improvements with South Alabama Utilities on one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects. And this is for sewer and gas. And this particular agreement would allow South Alabama Utilities 20 working days at no cost to the county. Item 13 is to approve an agreement for relocation of utility facilities with South Alabama Utilities, and this is for water line relocation on that same project. And the estimated cost to Mobile County is a little over $79,000. Commissioners, we had two add-ons. I believe I provided them to your office a little earlier this morning. Item 14 would be approve a education fund project to furnish and deliver 3 loads of washed sand to Alma Bryant High School. And item number 15 would be approve MCR 2018-304 grant and gift of permanent right-of-way, permanent drainage easement, and/or temporary construction easement solely for construction, operation, inspection, maintenance, repair, and improvements of a public road, track numbers 1 through 7 to Mobile County for a 2-lane extension of Nevius Road, and authorize commission president to sign closing documents pending legal review.
What are we doing?
This is the Nevius Road extension from Hillcrest to Solly. There are 2 ownership groups, and they are gifting us the land. We'll go through a formal closing process with Pierce Ledger. The road will be the road and the right-of-way for the future Nevius Road extension,
So we're accepting something.
permanent acceptance.
We'll be accepting right-of-way deeds and drainage easements, and also construction easements that would allow the construction of the road. This is inside the city limits. The county is the lead agency. The city of Mobile has already allocated $1.5 million to this. And with construction costs going up the way they are, we're probably gonna have to relist it in the 2020 pay, or 2022 pay-as-you-go.
Question, is the city willing to put some additional funding so it doesn't all have to come out of our pay-as-you-go? I think we should approach them about that. It should not be the burden of the county to pay anything additional based on inflation of costs.
We can certainly have that conversation, Commissioner. We're gonna put a little additional in the 2022 pay-as-you-go program, and then anything over and above that, I believe it would fall upon the shoulders of the city of Mobile to fund that.
They should at least, there should be some negotiation and approach.
We, being the lead agency, will oversee the construction of the project, the design and the construction, and then once it is complete, we're gonna turn everything over to the city, assign all of the right-of-way that was acquired in the name of the county of Mobile over to the city of Mobile, and then they'll take over the maintenance of the project.
So this was included in the 2020 pay-go initially, or was it 18?
2018
18,
pay-go.
oh my gosh, time flies.
Yeah, 2018
2018,
pay-go.
okay.
And we have funded some of the design with our 116 fund. We've got several million in the 2018 pay-as-you-go. City of Mobile has 1.5 million.
What's the total cost at this point of the project?
It's a little less than 6 million right now, Commissioner, but as we get 6, 8, 10 months to bid time, I really don't have a good feel for what the estimated cost is.
Well,
gonna be.
is there potential that this would have to be delayed because of the increase in funding? I mean, we can't take from other projects. Of course, I guess the law won't allow us with pay-go with the way it was constructed, unless there's overage in another project that can be reassigned to this one.
Yeah, these are discussions we'll have to have with the city. Whenever we get ready to bid, we're gonna do updated cost estimates, and we'll go to bid, and it would behoove the city to go ahead and come to the table
I know that there was some, I remember when this was brought to the city, that some council members were opposed due to the fact that it was not, the road was not being built to city standards. And it is within the city of Mobile. So, and I don't know, I think it was based on cost. That's why they decided not to do that or not to
It was
push for
just
that.
about double the cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, just if you'll keep us posted,
Okay,
thank you.
that is it.
So we need to add to this language, accept, grant, and gift. Because right now, it looks like we are granting and gifting, as opposed to accepting someone else's gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good catch. I will say in the agreement that if we never build it, I think 2020.
2024, by the end of 2024.
If we don't build it or have substantial commencement by a date in 2024, then arguably the land would revert back to the original owners.
Yeah.
And that's 5 of the parcels, Commissioner Ludgood, are by the White Spunner family and all the ownership groups, and another 2 are owned by a person by the name of Gandy, Gay Gandy, and her heirs.
Well, I know it was the original owners who were interested in donating their right-of-way in this property to allow this road through there, so,
But it's not, if we never build it, we'll have to cross the bridge about giving it back. revert it
Understood.
Back to them.
understood.
And Commissioners, I believe the verbiage states that we'll have it bid by a certain time, not
2024.
necessarily constructed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll do our very best.
We will do our very best.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
All right, is there anything else from engineering? Okay, anything?
that's
Administration?
Yes, Commissioners. Administration, Engineering, Public Works, we're going to plan on meeting with each individual commissioner to discuss strategies that we're going to hopefully implement to confront the trending economics as far as inflation, personnel issues, and material increase in costs. So we're just going to we'll get with you on that.
Oh, this is a scary meeting. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, we need, it's a
we're
meeting
com-
we gotta
we're
have.
coming with solutions too,
Oh,
so
good.
it's not, we're just not giving you problems.
Well, it's always good to bring solutions when you talk
Yes.
about problems.
Okay.
Okay, all right, very good, thank you. And when you expect this, next week? Or when do you want to try to set these up?
Probably, there's some traveling next week of some of the people, so we're probably after next week. Yeah, a couple of weeks,
Couple of weeks?
because they'll be out of pocket.
Okay, well, and some of us may be as well, so we'll have to coordinate.
We'll do that. We'll get with you.
Okay, all right. Commissioners, anything to add? Any comments, questions? All right, well, I think we will wrap it up today. Everybody stay hydrated, stay cool, and we will adjourn until Monday.